I hope you're ready for that upcoming flow where we have a little bit of a hip focus. So let's continue in a kind of a mermaid or pretzel position, as we call it. It's similar to the exercise that we did in the standing position, so we had already a nice preparation. So let's add on. So from here, we start with the long spine, release the hands off the floor, and I have my left leg in front of me and my right leg at the side or at the back. So I do everything mirror inverted for you. I hope that's helpful for you. So from here, we start to lift the back leg up. So whenever you're ready, we engage the core, we lift it up. And then when you exhale, we switch the leg and we swipe it forwards. Here we hold, inhale, and we exhale, move over to the side and to the back. Here we hold again. And exhale, we switch. Inhale, turn the leg out. Heel wants to reach up to the ceiling, knee to the side. And exhale, switch. Inhale, hold. Try not to touch the floor. And exhale, switch. So the floor is pretty close here. That's why it makes it so challenging. So take it easy. Try not to move the upper body that much. So try to bring the work into the leg, into the hips. Let's go for 2 more rounds. When the leg is at the front again, just place the right foot on the ground here. Hands behind you, fingertips are facing to your butt cheeks. And then with your next exhale, lift the hips so we open up the left hip flexor here. Lower down, inhale, shoulders back and down. And exhale, lift your sternum, your breastbone up to the ceiling and squeeze those glutes. All right, I will give you some variations. This is variation number 1. Staying in variation number 1 doesn't mean that you're doing less, but you have another focus. So here we are focusing on opening the left hip flexor, on stretching the hip flexor. So maybe you want to stay here, especially when you sit a lot in your days, in your everyday life. Then this is super nice to bring back some softness into your hips, but also into your lower back. If you want to focus more on strength today, feel free to extend the left leg up, so it's kind of a reverse plank, and then you come back. Exhale, press the floor away from you. Lift the left leg up and lower down. If you want even more strength in your glute and hamstrings, you keep the hips high so you don't drop. Inhale down and exhale all the way up. Choose your option now and let's go for 6 more. Last 4, keep going. Don't collapse. Try to find that open chest and keep that posture. Imagine there is a thread attached at your breastbone, at your sternum, that is pulling you up. Come on, team, last 2. And with your next exhale, keep the hips lifted and the left leg high, and we start to pulse it out. So hips up and down. Ready? Let's finish here with fire. Last 8. And 7. Try to pull your right heel towards your right sit bone and breathe, core engaged. Last 4. You can also bend the leg, totally fine. Last 4, 3, 2, drop your booty here. Try to keep the left leg long and release your arms. You're behind your sit bones. From here, we exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, we stretch the leg. Exhale, pull the knee in. We stretch the leg. Maybe you want more, then we lift both legs. But maybe only stretching and bending the left leg. Maybe you want more. Then we have the invitation, the possibility to stretch both legs. Make sure that you can breathe, that you can focus on your form, that you can work slowly. Last 4. I love to inhale as I extend to create more length. Most important thing is that you breathe. Yes, you can also switch the breath, don't worry. Shoulders soft, last one. And then we drop the feet on the ground, open them more than shoulder width apart, hands at the floor behind you. And now let's go for a knee swing. So we create a little stretch here in the lower back. Whew. Okay, not easy today. So bring back the depth into your breath. All right, I hope you're ready to switch over to the other side. So keep the legs at the other side. Whenever you're ready, come back to the pretzel position. And then rise up. Hands in front of your chest. Ready, set, go. Powerhouse engaged. Lift the back leg. And with your exhale, you switch to the front. Inhale, hold, turn it out. And exhale, switch over to the back. Inhale, hold it, keep the glutes active. And there's always one side that works better. Totally normal. We have those muscular imbalances, but try to put in the same efforts like in the first round. Try to reduce the motion in the upper body. Get the work into your leg, into your hip. So the hip flexors are muscles that tend to tense a lot. The word was missing right now in my brain, but I hope you know what I mean. So it tends to cramp a lot. So if that's the case here right now, try to relax, shake it out, to stretch the muscle again, and then we have the possibility to strengthen again. So if the muscle starts to cramp, then maybe get your electrolytes, magnesium, etc. Stretch the muscle so we can strengthen a tense muscle. All right, let's go for one more round. The muscle tends to tense. Is that correct? Let me know. All right, from here, foot in front of your body, hands behind your body, fingertips facing your butt cheeks. Inhale to prepare, and exhale to press the left heel into the ground, to lift your hips, to squeeze your glutes and open up that hip flexor. Yeah, we tend to sit a lot. That's why the hip muscle is often tense and weak. So that means we need to open up the hip flexor, and then we need to strengthen the hip flexor. Exhale all the way up. Press the floor away from you. Keep the chest nice and wide. All right, and as I said before, you can stay here. Yeah, if you're focusing more on strength today, then let's lift the hips, extend the right leg up to the ceiling, point the foot, and bring it back in. This is already option number 2. If you want or need a bit more challenge, then keep the hips in the air. Choose your option now, and let's go for 6 more rounds. Yeah, make sure that you're strong here in your upper body as well. Keep both hip joints leveled next to each other. Let's go for 2 more. Ready for the finisher? Keep the hips high, the right leg extended, and we pulse the hips up and down, up and down, up and down. You can also keep the leg bent. Pull the left heel towards the butt cheek. Yes, fire up those hamstrings and the glutes. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the butt cheek on the floor. Extend the right leg again. Release the arms, pull them forwards, and then we bend with the exhale, and with the inhale we extend. So try to keep that rounded shape in your lower back. So we want to use the deepest abdominal muscle to round the back and to keep the powerhouse engaged. If you want more, lift both legs, but maybe it's just one leg that is moving. Maybe you want to move both legs. You can also bring the hands a little bit to the back of the thighs to support yourself, or you do it without the help of your arms. Let's go for 4 more rounds. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you bend. You got this. Last 2. Slow it down a bit. Last 1. And then bring the feet on the ground. Bring the hands to the back of your body again. Feel free to open the feet more than hip width apart, more than shoulder width apart. And then let's go for a knee swing. Relax your hips. Get a nice, wonderful stretch into the lower back. So this is a lovely movement to get a nice active recovery in between.